Good morning, Standard 9. I'll discuss today Newton's second law of motion. From Newton's first law of motion, we have studied the behavior of object when no unbalanced force is applied on it. Then, what happens when unbalanced force is applied on an object? Naturally, when unbalanced force is applied on an object, the object comes in motion. It starts moving. So, as the object starts moving, velocity changes and acceleration is produced. So, today I will introduce one new term, that is momentum. Momentum is a word that comes from motion of an object. So, students, see here. Momentum is a physical quantity which describes the quantity of motion of the object. Here, one object is there. Let its mass be m. When unbalanced force is applied, it starts moving with velocity v. So, momentum is denoted by p. P is equal to mass into velocity. SI unit of momentum, let us find out. Mass is represented in kg. Velocity is represented in meter per second. So, it is kg meter per second. Then, what the Newton's second law states? Newton's second law states that rate of change of momentum of a body is directly proportional to the net external force applied. So, I'll show you mathematically how it derived. So, mathematical representation of Newton's second law of motion. Here only I have shown you, let a body of mass m, it is at time t equal to 0, it is moving with initial velocity, its initial velocity is equal to u. When force is applied on this body, at time t, its final velocity is equal to v. So, students, say here, I have described, let a body of mass m moving with a velocity u at time t equal to 0. Under the action of constant force means when constant force is applied, for time t, the initial velocity changes into final velocity v. Let us find out the momentum, because now the body has came into motion. Initial momentum, I have shown pi, initial momentum. So, it is equal to mass into initial velocity at time t equal to 0. At time t equal to after some time, let the final momentum of the body, that is mass into final velocity. Now, students, you see here, Newton's second law state, first of all we find change of momentum. Change in momentum, P final minus P initial, that is final momentum minus initial momentum, mv minus mu. Now you come one step further, rate of change in momentum. In physics, whenever the rate is coming, that means that physical quantity is divided by time. So, rate of change in momentum, mv minus mu by t. Now, according to Newton's second law, rate of change in momentum of the body is directly proportional to force. So, force is directly proportional to mv minus u by t. You know, whenever we are removing the proportionality, we are using one constant in physics. So, we can write F is equal to K m v minus u by t. By the formula of acceleration, we know that A is equal to V minus U by T. So putting in place of V minus U by T, that is A, so kma. Here K constant whose value is 1. So we have got force is equal to mass into acceleration. So students, you have got one new formula. What conclusion we are getting from this? Force is directly proportional to mass. Yes, if mass increases, force also increases. Naturally, if you have to move a 50 kg of a mass and 20 kg of mass, you have to apply more force on 50 kg comparison to 20 kg. Second conclusion we have got, force is directly proportional to acceleration. Naturally, if both we have taken two body of same mass, then if we have to produce more acceleration, naturally we have to apply more force. So this is the conclusion of Newton's second law of motion. Okay.